Emotion. Wouldn't it be nice to turn off the sadness, the depression, the anxiety sometimes, just to turn off like it was a switch? Where we could just turn off the bad emotions and live until we are within the circumstances to have the good emotions and flip the switch back on. I would say that I wish it worked that way, but I'm not quite sure that I would even wish that. So, I'm schizophrenic, obviously, and I suffer from anxiety and depression and honestly just circumstantial sadness as well, which isn't quite the same thing, depending on how you understand these things, but it's not quite the same thing. There were about a year, a little over a year, where I was on this medication called Seroquel, and it made me into an emotional zombie. And it didn't lower my intelligence. I knew that I wasn't feeling emotions like I should. It didn't turn off my ability to understand what was happening, but I didn't care. I didn't care that I wasn't feeling anything. And I think that that care is a huge part of emotion. One of the reasons we feel sadness is very similar to why we feel pain. If we're cut, there's something wrong. We're bleeding, there's something wrong. Sadness is very similar. As simple as this sounds, it's a realization perhaps not enough of us have, is when we feel sadness, our spirit is cut. There's something wrong, and sadness is the indication that there's something wrong and that there's something that we can fix or we need to try to fix. At least try. But ultimately, everything that we are as human beings is trying. A lot of the time, it does feel like a blessing to have deep emotions and a capacity to understand what they are, or to at least to try to express deep emotions. That is the difference between us and animals and plants. But a lot of the time, there's a lot of pain in that package, isn't there? We accept the understanding, we accept the deep emotions, but the pain is also a part of the package. And we hate the pain, we hate the sadness, we hate the depression, we hate the anxiety, we hate the personality disorders. All these things I have. But I can tell you, as somebody who took a medication where I was aware that I was losing my emotions or I didn't have any emotions and I didn't care, that the sadness and the depression and the pain, certain medications or, even the wish to get rid of those until things get better, it robs you of what develops you as a person. There is so much experience points, like in a video game, in painful emotion. There's so much we become, not because of the happiness, but because of the pain. And it's an ongoing cycle, because a lot of days we just feel like we're only feeling the pain. But in truth, it's just that we remember the pain when we have a certain perspective that our mind is caught in on various days, or maybe most days, damn near all days sometimes. And it's strange how memory works, because we remember the pain so much more when in our minds we are looking for the problems and the problems that feel unsolvable. we remember the pain more. When our perspective is different, we see the happiness and the hope for things to change, to become more than they are, and for us, ourselves, become more than we are. Emotional pain and perspective, it's like a sword fight. There's various cuts and there's various wounds, there's various stabs, piercings. But over time, sometimes we can develop an art to defending ourselves against ourselves. And learning how to artfully walk through the blows of life, avoid the stabs, or deflect them. It's not easy ever. None of this is easy. But we can become master swordsmen. And we can start to understand how all of the pain can lead us to the right changes in life, the right people that we need, and the right understanding, which plays into everything. Be kind to yourself. Be careful with yourself. Because a lot of these pains, we're just sparring with ourselves. Become the person that you want to become by growing in the ways that you need to in order to not be struck by the sword of sadness, depression, pain, and anxiety. I can't tell you how to do that. I can't give all my examples and expect them to work for your story. But what I can say is that you can do it. You were always able to. And you always will be able to. It's gonna hurt, a lot of things in life, but this is who we are. And this is why we're here. At any rate, thank you very much for watching. I hope this video was interesting. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, shoot them down in the comment section below on YouTube. Share this video wherever you want. I'm open to that as long as you give me credit. And hit that like button down there. It really helps out the channel. And it's the only way that the YouTube algorithm really notices me. At any rate, thank you very much for watching. Find yourselves. I love you. Please love yourself. And have a wonderful day.